My name's Anne-Marie Walton and my company is Wantu. We're helping parents find a way to use technology to come up with fun things to do together face-to-face with their kids. The day after our youngest graduated high school, I saw an ad in the local newspaper that said this innovation hub was going to be opening in Ipswich, and you could come along and pitch your business idea to win a 6-month membership. And it was just this light bulb moment. Express to Fun, which is what Wantu was called back then, would work as an app. Everything that I'd been doing, thinking about, all these activities that I'd been collecting for over 10 years or for 10 years would work in a database tool access. So when I first signed up to come along and do the pitch to try and enter into Firestation, I didn't know what that meant. So I spent the next 2 weeks, I signed up on the day and I had 2 weeks until the pitch competition. I pushed myself so much. I jumped online, I researched the judges, and then trying to work out how to write a pitch, because I only had 3 minutes to tell them everything and demo what I thought was, a pretty good product at the time, and then 2 minutes questions at the end. Luckily I was second. The first person was an amazing woman who has really high level skills in software development. I didn't even understand half of what she was saying. I made it to about just over halfway through my presentation, and all of a sudden the judges start clapping and my 3 minutes was up. I'm like, what happened? Where did the time go? Fortunately, one of the judges in the questions asked me when the business first started. And that's when I said, well, my mind was thinking, oh shit, what do I say? Do I say, yeah, I wrote the business plan 10 years ago, or I'm honest and say, I started doing it 2 weeks ago, and would they think that I'm not being respectful? So I did both. I said, I wrote the business plan a long time ago, but seeing this opportunity was a catalyst for me to think this can be an app. I can use technology to help engage parents face to face, using it in a quirky way. And I just said, so I've done this recently, which is why it's probably not the nicest prototype. And then I went on to say something else, and the judge stopped me at the time. He said, can I just check, did you say that you built this in 2 weeks? And I said, yeah, but it's just using non-coding software that I found off the internet. Because then I was starting to really squirm, thinking, oh, I've said the wrong thing, I'm really going to be in trouble now. But he actually said, can I just ask everyone to take a moment and give Anne-Marie a round of applause for having the wherewithal and the guts to give this a go. And I was like, oh, well, this is really good. I did do the right thing. That was also an opportunity for me to know that, yes, it's okay to just give it a go, and if it's not right, it doesn't matter. And if I do the wrong thing, then there's other people I'll come along to and other opportunities. So that was a good fear thing that I managed to get over, but also positives that came out of it too. It was a struggle when I first came in. I had a fear factor and also this sitting in the back of my mind, what in the hell am I doing here? Do I really fit in? I'm older than everyone. I'm female. When I go to these different events, I'm probably in the smaller percentage. There might be 5% women there. I'm definitely always the oldest. And it took me a while to embrace that and feel comfortable with it. Even here at Firestation, we've got various different areas in the building, and I kept myself hidden away in what we call the engine room for probably the first 7 months of the 13 months I've spent here, because I just didn't feel comfortable and confident enough to be out there. But then as I kept taking steps and kicking more goals and progressing the business, more people were coming to me and asking me things, and I was realising that I was part of the community and I wasn't just drawing everything from it, but I was starting to give back and contribute. And that's when I started to really move fast once I hit that confidence level. Being here at Firestation and running my business out of here has been life-changing. actually. When I first came in, I had this imposter syndrome, should I really be here? And then as the time progressed, I became more and more confident in myself, and I also rediscovered skills that had remained latent. Well, I thought they had. I'd actually been using them as a full-time mum and doing consulting and contracting work throughout. I'd always seen myself as a full-time mum. But in the time when I came into Firestation, my youngest had just finished high school, I literally thought, well, I really should pull my finger out, go back out and get a job. It's been a long time since I've worked in corporate, since I've worked in HR. I might have to see if I can get a retail job or maybe some sort of an admin job and start again. But being here and running this business has reminded me and helped me realise all these skill sets that I have, things around project management, around communication, networking, natural things that people use in day-to-day life that I and most people don't recognise as transferable skills to help grow and scale a business. So being here has helped me create a self-confidence in myself to know that I can run with it. Well, from my personal experience, if I was giving advice to anybody, whether that be an 11-year-old who's got a business idea or someone in their 70s who's always wanted to do something but didn't think that they could, is get out, give it a go. I run by this motto called embrace change, and whether that means I sit somewhere different every day, or when I go out for a walk, I make sure I smile at everyone that I pass, and hopefully that's made their day a little bit happier. Do something different, take a risk. It doesn't have to be a huge financial risk. It can just be taking a step a little bit outside your comfort zone. It doesn't have to be a leap off a cliff, just little steps. And places like innovation hubs, co-working spaces, going through accelerators, going along to meetups, talking to people in different areas can introduce you to things that you'd never thought of that can help you in yourself or in a potential business.